Chatsworth, a house of 175 rooms.
It looks like it's the best we've ever got it.
Surrounded by 1,000 acres of parkland.
Here come the sheep.
For 500 years, the beating heart of Derbyshire's Peak District. And for 16 generations, one family's home.
What are you eating? Dill?
Yes, it's spriggy stuff.
Every year, the Duke and Duchess of Devonshire welcome 600,000 paying visitors to this, their private kingdom.
Well, there's no place like Chatsworth. It's a little corner of heaven.
But 2020 would prove to be a year like no other. This is the story of how one of England's greatest institutions
It's increasingly complex, very fast-moving.
would battle an unprecedented 12 months.
So we needed one.
Hang on, but I thought we were not opening.
There are people jumping out trees into the river.
To create new dawns and opportunities.
It's your delivery from the farm shop for you.
Through 4 seasons, this unique corner of Britain
Us British, keep calm and carry on.
reflected the bulldog spirit.
This is it, they're coming in. We've done it.
Well, I am relieved, but I knew we'd get there.
This really is an exceptional effort.
And triumphed in the face of adversity.
We almost look like we know what we're doing.
After a difficult start to the season, Britain's greatest stately home is well and truly open for business.
Cheers, have a good day.
The visitors are back to enjoy its most iconic treasures. But one of the most priceless pieces is missing. It's heading back to Derbyshire, on the back of a lorry.
Hopefully we can reverse it onto the sort of steps.
Conservation technicians Dorothy and Luke have laid on a reception committee
Should hopefully just glide into the entrance hall.
to welcome back a part of the collection which was loaned to Tate Britain at the start of 2020. Careful unwrapping reveals a door. But it's not just any door. It's a door with a violin attached to it.
It's good to have it back. Yeah, really good to have it back.
The violin door was painted by Dutch artist Jan van der Vaart around 1700.
The violin door is a trompe-l'œil, which means that it's a trick of the eye. And it is. When you go up to it, it's just unbelievable that you want to touch it because you can't believe it's a painting.
I think one of the main reasons why people really enjoy this piece is because it's essentially a visual illusion. It does seem as though there is a violin hanging on a knob on the back of a door. And I think what's funny is when you look closer, because the knob actually is real, but the violin isn't. I think people quite enjoy the visual trick there.
This kind of artifice was popular in the 18th century, but the door is one of the very few examples to have survived, meaning it's impossible to put a price on this unique piece.
When I was a child, of course, my parents were very proud of the violin door because it was, even then, it was very well known and much loved. And so I've quite quickly realised what it was because I was shown. And so I was able to play the sort of trick on visitors and my parents' friends and say, look at this violin, would you like to play it? And that sort of thing.
Outside, summer's heating up after one of the warmest Chatsworth springs on record. Head gardener Steve is up on the moor above the house, checking water levels.
We seem to be getting many more extremes. The last 3 months, it's been so dry, we've had hardly any rainfall, in fact, a fraction of what we would normally have in spring, and so the lakes have been dry.
But the estate has a secret weapon. The streams and ditches which crisscross this upland act as a giant sponge, holding water to refill the lakes below.
Wow, quite a backlog of water here. You've got a good build-up.
Yeah, it should fill up pretty sharpish, I think. Yeah.
So now the lake's down enough to let this go, is that it?
I think so, yeah. I think it's about time we let one go. The dry spell, it's hammered the lake quite badly.
Groundsmen Chris and Ben look after the network of drains and sluice gates created by engineers nearly 200 years ago. And now it's time to release this natural resource.
Yeah, that should hopefully put another foot in the next 24 hours.
So how long will that take before it reaches the lake, do you think?
It'll be 3 or 4 hours.
3 or 4 hours, yeah.
Wow.
This Victorian system is Chatsworth's answer to 21st century climate change, recharging the lakes above the house to keep Chatsworth's waterworks flowing through times of drought.
It was dry there. We were the lake was well down, wasn't it?
Definitely. It was needed.
This gravity-driven water system doesn't just supply the decorative cascade and fountains. Its most vital use is by Chatsworth's own fire team, made up of volunteers from around the estate.
Water on! Water on!
The most worrying thing about the house is the idea of any fire. So I think any precautions are vital.
The fire brigade's water supply needs regular checkups. So today, Printer Richard and groundsman Chris are testing the system.
The water's a bit mucky at the moment. It's been sat in the pipe for quite a few months now. We've not been able to run it. There's quite a bit of pressure. It was calculated quite a few years ago now. It's probably about 150 pounds per square inch.
If there was to be a fire, somebody like Richard Elliott, our sign maker, knows this house absolutely backwards, and so he'll know where everything is and where to take people.
Luckily, real fires are rare, and the brigade was last in action 5 years ago, when a chimney caught light.
We just blocked it up at the bottom to stop the air going up. We called the fire brigade, and they came and dealt with it. We just sort of tried to hold it for them.
That's the entire purpose of us, isn't it? We do what we can until the professionals get here. Water off!
Back inside the house, it's all hands to the pump.
Now go into place and spin it round.
Dorothy and joiners George and Mark are rehanging the 300-year-old violin door. It's a job that can't be rushed. Unless there's a deadline, of course.
We've got to get all of this done before the first visitors arrive. We hope hanging the violin door itself should be quite straightforward, but, there's always margins for error.
The house opens to visitors in about half an hour. Plenty of time to get the door in place. In theory.
It should just drop on fairly easy. It just drops onto a pin, so fingers crossed.
In practice, it may not be quite so simple.
There's a double pin thing there. Take it back out and lean the top over this way. Yeah, but then we're not going to lift it up to get it on the cup, are we?
You have to lift up this edge of the door quite a way to get it on the locator pin that it hinges on. As with a lot of things like this, it's easier getting it off than it is getting it back on.
The door may look solid, but it's extremely fragile.
It needs to come up a bit.
We can't because of the skirting, though.
What if you swing out a little bit more?
And it's an irreplaceable, one-of-a-kind piece.
Oh!
Yeah.
The violin door's not sounding good. But it's too late to turn back. The team must get the door in place before they can inspect the damage.
The angle that you're at now,
Yeah.
Can you do that and lift up slightly?
Just going at that now.
That looks okay. So you need to go up and over. Okay, and Oh, yeah, you're there. You're on it.
They've done it, and only the modern skirting board's been damaged.
Right. The big thing is, does it open? Yes. Well, that took some doing.
It's music to Dorothy's ears.
Well, I am relieved, but I knew we'd get there. Because, you know, it's just a lot of faffing to get there.
And just in time.
First one's through today.
As the early morning visitors reach the music room, Guide Sheena is on hand to show off the door.
This is one of the most important things at Chatsworth. This is the violin door. So you're the first people to see it.
Oh, God.
Yeah?
Yeah. It looks like a real violin.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
All the highlights.
Thank you.
Chatsworth may be blooming in the high summer sun, but hungry pests
Oh, get out, sir.
and dangerous trees
This is the main risk of this tree, so we're going to have to be quite careful.
threaten to bring this hard-won success crashing down. Chatsworth is famed for its glasshouses, packed with exotic flora. The vinery is a Victorian greenhouse with one very specific role, providing grapes for the Duke's table.
I love eating the grapes, and yes, I think that they're a very special taste, and they really remind me of here, because it's the only place I ever have them.
The vines were planted in the 1920s and produce a sweet dessert grape called Muscat of Alexandria.
I've now really messed this up, taken those grapes out, but that might possibly have ruined its shape.
Pampering each bunch is almost a full-time job for gardener Ian. He's tended them for the last 13 years.
Ian takes his grapes very, very seriously, and quite rightly too, because they are wonderful, and they're delicious, and they're huge.
The Duke and Duchess's grapes are usually harvested from August onwards, but this year, someone's thieving them.
He's there, I can see him. I thought he'd gone, but they're in and out all the time. Probably feeding chicks somewhere on Muscat grapes instead of earthworms. Posh blackbirds at Chatsworth. They'd be going to Waitrose if they're humans.
This year, poor Ian's had a real problem because of the blackbirds. And because it's been very hot this summer, he's had to open the windows.
Do you remember we saw a blackbird with a big green grape in its beak extended as far as it could go, just disappearing out, poor Ian.
Yeah, poor Ian.
Morning, Ian.
Morning.
How are you?
Student gardener Sarah is second in command in the battle against the blackbirds. Ian needs her help to save the Duke's bunches.
Right, so we've got a bunch of grapes here, and you can see that the blackbird has had a go at that one there. And you can see the little slash in it, and it's just beginning to get botrytis on it. And that grape will go bad, and then the next one, and it'll work through the bunch. And so we've just got to go around the bunches and take them out, like so.
Each year, Chatsworth takes on horticultural students for a 12-month apprenticeship. Sarah started last August, so is almost finished.
I was in the motor trade for 13 years. I just thought, there's got to be something else that I could do. I love it. I love it. I wouldn't go back to an office job now.
Sarah's been given sole responsibility for the cottage garden.
So I'm going to pop just a couple more cosmos in there today.
Her planting plan is a very personal one.
This one here is Cosmos Striped Candy. This one is one of my favourites in here because my granddad planted it for me. Unfortunately, he passed away at the end of April during lockdown. So I'm really pleased that they're in here. I'm so glad because there's a little piece of granddad in here. which is lovely.
Sarah's training program keeps her busy across all 105 acres of garden.
We're going to the cottage garden.
And while Sarah's back is turned, the Duke and Duchess regularly raid her garden.
It's got lovely, interesting things in it. It's sort of a little bit woolly, which is exactly as it should be.
To plunder a few flowers.
I just wanted to come here to pick a few more sweet peas. She won't mind, I don't think. So she's got this smelly one, this blue and red one, which is lovely.
And I'm going to pick some nasturtium.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, for the salad?
Because you can eat the leaf.
And the tail off the back of the flower is really, really good.
Yes.
Absolutely delicious.
Very sweet, isn't it?
It's lovely.
There we are.
Very good.
Sarah's cottage garden isn't just a garden. It includes the interior of an entire house, created from topiary.
So here's the four-poster, and this is a sort of couch at the end of the bed.
It was made by the Duke's mother, Duchess Deborah, and inspired by a prize-winning entry at Chelsea Flower Show in the 1980s.
And then this is meant to be the dressing table.
Yes.
This has got a bit woolly too, so this is all meant to have been clipped off, so it's a nice flat surface.
Max! Max! Oh, look, my fire's gone out.
Oh dear. Well, you'll have to explain. That's very disappointing.
This is the fireplace, and I planted these plants because they had bright red flowers, and to make it look like a fire. And
the fire's gone out.
The fire's gone out.
And while one duchess's designer garden needs tending, in the house, another's designer gown requires a lot of care and attention.
In this box is our Worth dress, which is the most spectacular garment that we have in the collection.
The dress was made for Duchess Louise, wife of the 8th Duke, and hostess with the mostess at a glittering party to mark Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee in 1897.
The design is a great big peacock tail.
Susie is undertaking her regular check on its fragile condition and must work out how to repair any wear and tear.
So this is the amazing bit. I mean, it's an outrageous garment. It's a absolute confident, look at me garment.
Duchess Louise was belle of the ball in this dress, as Zenobia, an ancient warrior queen.
With full respect to her. You know, she was throwing a very expensive party and she was, I'm going to stand out and look absolutely majestic, and yeah, there's a confidence. I love it.
The dress was designed by the House of Worth in Paris, dressmakers to royalty, and regarded as the first couturiers.
So this is an extraordinary piece of sewing. All these little slightly greyed sequins are silver. So you can imagine a woman moving in candlelight, and this full skirt, all of these would just sparkle.
The dress was packed away after an exhibition at the house 2 years ago. It's too delicate to be on display all the time.
It's showing signs of distress on the edges, and it's wearing. So there's a little thread, a little hole here, and the worry is that if it's not secured, all these little sequins will run and they'll come off. Stitching is invasive. You don't really want to do it unless you have to, but we'll see.
Susie faces difficult decisions about preserving a historic dress. And across the estate, the foresters are facing dilemmas about the fate of ancient trees. Chatsworth, like the rest of Britain, has been hit by dieback, an untreatable fungal disease which is wiping out ash trees.
The leaves are sort of retracting back in towards the main stump, leaving these dead sort of branch ends on the end. One of the other sort of symptoms of the disease is that trees can drop branches, so the timber becomes really brittle.
The disease makes trees unstable. The dying branches are liable to snap and fall onto unsuspecting passers-by.
So the plan this morning is to remove this diseased ash tree, which overhangs a very popular spot for people to come down and paddle in the river.
John and Jemima are on a tricky felling mission at Monsell Dale, a beauty spot high in the Peak District National Park.
It's a very awkward tree in terms of felling. If it lands on top of these tunnels, it could cause some damage and breach the weir.
The historic Monsell Weir controls the flow of the River Wye. Damaging it risks flooding further downstream. The tree has 4 trunks, and each one could crash down on the weir. John's tree surgery skills will be put to the test.
He's put a little hinge in this side to point it towards the river, and the tree should just, using gravity, fall over. Really good. As good as could be expected. The tree's gone where we wanted. Everyone's still alive.
One down for you to go, yeah?
Native British ash have no defence against dieback. 600 diseased trees have been cut down on the Chatsworth estate this year alone.
3 down. I think we'll have a cup of tea after we've got this one out.
The 4th trunk is so close to the weir that the team can't allow it to fall straight into the river. John will have to devise a gravity-defying plan.
I'll take the remote. I'm going to leave a little tag and then use the winch to snap it off.
You'll go that way, I'll go that side.
But using a high-powered winch to pull the tree backwards onto the footpath is attracting curious bystanders.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're getting a lot more passing foot traffic. You've got people walking past, so you have to concentrate a lot more.
The uninvited onlookers are unaware of the danger they're putting themselves in.
Can you just wait here 1 second? We're just pulling over that tree, that's all. And I don't want it to go the wrong way and hit you guys.
John has to angle the direction that the tree will fall before the winch can do its work. The tree misses the weir and the walkers to land plumb on the riverbank, exactly as they planned.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. No, it went perfect, yeah.
The foresters may have triumphed at the weir, but elsewhere on Chatsworth River, there's a sinister invasion.
We can walk across land for 1.5 miles to recolonise a little pond.
And in the garden, the waterworks have lost their flow.
Trying to get them level is always fun. It's not my forte, this.
The trust which runs Chatsworth usually relies on a busy schedule of summer events to keep the tills ringing and bring in over 100,000 visitors. But not this year.
We've got no events, none of these big events. We've missed out on the horse trials, the RHS, Flower Show, and the Country Fair. 3 big events, and we've lost those. So we've got to find smaller things. Arcadia is really unusual and all new and exciting. So that's a big draw, I hope.
Arcadia is the code name for the biggest gardening project Chatsworth has seen in nearly 200 years. Inspired by the Duke and Duchess, 15 acres have been set aside for over 250,000 new plants.
I've been reading about the Arcadian landscape, which is the sort of idea of perfect peace and all at one with nature. And so you and I referred to it as Arcadia, and then it got onto a memo from somebody, and that was shorthand, and so now we're lumbered.
The Duke and Duchess commissioned landscape architect Tom Stuart Smith to design the garden.
It is an enormous commitment, this, and which the Duke and Duchess know. That this is it's wonderful fun.
Tom is one of the country's leading garden architects, a winner of 8 gold medals and 3 Best in Shows at Chelsea.
So I thought we could move a great squadron of these grasses down there, yeah. And then we could have something much more woodsy and sort of just fading away. So these have just arrived, these rather pathetic dioramas.
Are they pink?
They are that very, very dark.
Yeah. That would be lovely.
Hello.
Hi, Duke. How are you?
It's a hugely ambitious plan for the Duke and Duchess, and they need it to be a success to keep the visitors coming.
It's very exciting. Tom has made it really thrilling. So I think that it's been incredibly satisfactory. And of course, there's plenty more to go at.
The 100 staff and volunteers who maintain the garden are part of a workforce that's almost 1,000 strong. It's big enough for Chatsworth to have its very own cricket club.
Actually, I had a good innings in that one. With 6 not out.
Captain of the club, Billy Kahn, is reviewing school books from previous seasons. What's left of them, anyway?
These are books that were in the pavilion at the time that the flood occurred. And really, it's heartbreaking because they're damaged now. And, these records are lost, lost forever. Terrible.
The summer sun may be blazing down today, but just a few months ago, Derbyshire experienced the wettest winter in modern history. Below the house, the Derwent broke its banks, and Chatsworth's parkland was flooded. The cricket pitch and pavilion disappeared under 4 feet of water.
There's actually a mark on the door as to how high the floodwater was. And it's even got the date, and that's the level of the water level. And the water's stayed at that level for several weeks.
The pavilion may have dried out, but the damage remains.
It's set hard now, but this was the layer of silt from the floodwater that came into the pavilion. I'm upset because there's still a lot of work to take place before we're, ready to be playing cricket again at the ground.
Billy was a last-minute replacement on the estate team almost 20 years ago.
Although I don't work at Chatsworth, I feel as though I'm, kind of an ambassador for Chatsworth on the cricket side of things.
He became a Chatsworth regular and has now been captain for 15 years. It's a far cry from his Sheffield roots.
When else would someone like me, a city boy, rub shoulders with dukes and ambassadors and lords? It just doesn't happen in my normal world. So it's a fantastic, sense of responsibility that I have, and I love it.
But with the pavilion hit for 6 and the pitch's drains out for a duck, Billy has a huge job ahead. The River Derwent may have caused the flood damage which has devastated the cricket pitch, but it also offers some of the finest trout fishing in the country.
If I was you, I would probably cast just down there.
And it's one man's job to look after the estate's fish. Riverkeeper Matt.
You'd have a few fish rising on that far side.
Today he's giving son Jack a fly fishing lesson. Casting a rod each week is part of Matt's job spec.
Yep, good boy. All right, just lift your rod slightly back. It looks like a good rainbow, Jack, so just let it play a bit.
It looks like Jack's beaten Dad to it. He's in already.
Is he pulling hard?
A bit.
Good boy, he's coming up to the top a bit. So you've got to take that leader, you see. Keep going. well done, pal. Rainbow. And that's a nice Chatsworth rainbow. To have a healthy river, obviously, we want a good water quality and a good biodiversity, and obviously nobody wants to fish in a dirty, polluted or a non-healthy river, really. So we try and maintain it to the best of what we possibly can.
Fishing is strictly controlled, with a waiting list for membership. The revenue pays Matt's wages, and it's up to him to keep the river healthy. This means a constant battle against an invader.
We'll put some fresh bait in, and then we should, hopefully, be good to go. Give it a good shot.
For the last 5 years, Matt's waged a one-man war along the Derwent. Armed with mesh traps, he's caught 250,000 American signal crayfish.
We've got a few in.
They're one of the most invasive pests in Britain's ponds and rivers.
We can walk across land for 1.5 miles to recolonise a little pond or something like that.
Signal crayfish were introduced to Britain in the 1960s as livestock for the restaurant trade. And they've been making a meal of our native waterways ever since.
They'll eat fly life, the fish eggs, and basically anything in the river, even the weed. If you've got a small river, they'll strip it bare of life, basically. Yeah, not quite as many. I mean, if we get 40 in the traps, it's good. If we get 80, it's obviously a bad sign, obviously, but we've reinfested it again. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. Legally, we have to freeze them to dispose of them, and then it'll just go to a site on the estate where we dispose of them.
Every year, Matt monitors the population to see if his tireless trapping is keeping the foreign invader at bay.
It looks quite a firm bed, so we'll see what results we can get through this.
A short crayfish crawl from the riverbank, Chatsworth's waterworks and fountains are part of the estate's enduring appeal to visitors.
They're not spraying very nice.
There's some slight issues with pressure levels there.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to turn them off completely?
Yeah, please.
The fountains at the top of the 17th century cascade are blocked. Flushing out the problem are garden supervisor Lucy and estate plumber Danny.
They should be doing a nice, spray of a fan. There'll be something just stuck, so we'll just go and see if we can pull anything out.
Danny needs to remove any garden debris blocking the nozzle.
Can you just turn them both on a little bit?
A little bit, yeah?
Yeah, just crack them, Lucy.
I'll do my best, Danny.
The Baroque Cascade House was built at the beginning of the 18th century and is home to the Victorian valves controlling the water supply.
They've got some really old labels on them that indicate which way is open and which way is closed. And then I have put some labels on at the beginning of the season because I can never remember which valve does which thing and how many turns I have to do. Any good?
Bit more. Turn it on like you were turning it on normally. On both of them. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to push them up otherwise.
The pressure's on Lucy to get the water pressure right. The force of water should push out seeds and husks trapped inside.
So, this is what gets stuck in them. So they end up being like that, and they get stuck in the lip. So you just takes a bit of force just to pop them out.
Shall I turn them on completely now then?
Yeah.
Trying to get them level is always fun. It's not my forte, this.
And finally, Lucy finds her flow.
Yeah, that's good, Lucy.
Looking better? Excellent. Oh, they look loads better.
Also in need of some maintenance is the cricket pitch, where Captain Billy and his team are racing to get the flood-damaged clubhouse match fit.
We're just preparing, actually, for whenever the government says we can play cricket, so there's a lot of work to be done. A bit of painting and cleaning and things like that.
It's the first time the team have seen each other since lockdown.
It's been sort of good for the squad to have a focal point with no cricket, to actually come back and, you know, put something back in.
The last 30 years, my summers have been entirely cricket. Luckily, I've got a very understanding wife. It's been taken up with cricket, and when that's gone, it's a huge void.
Probably all of us have been sort of stuck in with our families, working at home, and you know, just to see different people, hear different voices has been really, really nice actually. None of us really want to be masking taping around windows. Definitely rather be having a game.
Chatsworth farm manager David and head forester John are stalwarts of the team.
I mean, really, I think the only reason we play cricket at Chatsworth is to take the mickey out of each other. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah,
we're more competitive with each other than we are with the opposition.
Yeah.
Inside Chatsworth Victorian Vinery, gardener Ian appears to be losing his battle of the blackbirds.
Oh, get out of it.
It's disappeared.
His uninvited visitors are refusing to leave.
The birds are still having a go.
Oh, definitely. And Mr. Blackbird's brought all his mates now, so there was 4 of them at the last count last week.
Have you named them, Ian?
Yes, but I can't actually say what the names are. A load of expletives.
Ian and Sarah are trying a new tactic to protect the Duke's pampered crop of grapes.
So we've got some bags, which our head gardener's got for us.
Every grape matters. So Ian's decided to give each of the 300 bunches its own bespoke, handcrafted anti-blackbird net.
So what I've been doing is I've just been cutting them and then stapling them together. That'll do us a smaller bunch. So looking around and trying to pick one that might have got some promise for the show.
Ian's mission this year, and every year, is to win first prize for the Duke at the Royal Horticultural Society's Autumn Show.
The good thing is it's exhibited on a board when you, and so if you have a bad side, you can actually put the bad side to the board and sort of arrange it out with little sticks and things and make it look quite pretty on one side.
So the judge doesn't take the bunch of grapes off?
No.
Do they taste them?
No. They're judged on appearance.
They don't taste them?
No.
That's shocking, isn't it?
They don't.
We've been very successful over the years, often win a first prize. There's a prize for a single bunch, a prize for 2 bunches, and we sometimes win more than one first prize, and some years we don't win anything. So it's...
I don't think that happens very
No,
often.
not very often, no. They work really hard, those guys.
Yeah.
Ian's boss, head gardener Steve, is heading to the vinery.
I've got some bad news for him, so we'll see how he takes it, I suppose. Hi, Ian. You coming through this way, and something that's we kind of guessed was coming. I think is there is no show this year, so the RHS have decided to cancel all their shows to the end of the year.
Yes. Oh well, right. That's a first then, isn't it?
Just not to be this year, I'm afraid. So
2020 is a bit of a rum year. Yes. It is a shame, anyway.
And as if to add insult to injury, Mr. Blackbird is back.
Yes. I can hear it calling now.
Pesky blackbird.
The swine.
Also fighting off an unwanted invader is riverkeeper Matt. He's on his way to check his traps for signal crayfish.
There's actually, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually some nice prints, some little water vole prints here, and also this looks like an otter print.
Otters are known to enjoy snacking on these invasive pests.
There you go, look. That's actually a crayfish shell just floating in the edge there. So that's a tail shell. So obviously, here we go, look. You've obviously fed. There's a claw there. And obviously its legs. So that's really a good, interesting find.
25 years ago, otters were almost extinct in Britain. Although the population has recovered, they're still very rare.
Even as a riverkeeper, to have an otter is fantastic, really, to shows the cleanliness of a river in certain places.
But will one hungry otter be enough to keep the signal crayfish population at bay?
We've got 5, which is, it's a good sign, really.
Thankfully, at this end of the fishery, the crayfish population is low.
3 in this one, so that's, that's really good news.
The size of the catch here is a crucial test of Matt's trapping all along the river.
Yes, I'm quite pleased with this. It's, like I say, I was really expecting 15 to 20 in each trap, and we've caught roughly about 9. So, very encouraging. I mean, it shows obviously the trapping that we've done lower downs actually working and having some small effect on them. It's very encouraging for the future of the river.
Matt and the otter have scored a victory against the crayfish. And hoping to be on a winning streak too are the Chatsworth cricketers.
If you just put the middle down towards the middle there. That's it, bring it round there, that's it, perfect.
With restrictions on club cricket finally lifted, the team are preparing for their first match of the season.
Pete, I've got a fantastic job for you. There's a bucket inside, a red bucket, and there's a spade.
Yes, Billy.
I could really do with the deer droppings being picked up, if that's all right.
You don't get that problem at Lord's, do you?
No.
I've done it before. I'm not a complete amateur at this job.
The setting may be idyllic, but it does come with a few drawbacks.
It's only occasionally that the deer come onto the ground. As you can see, they leave quite a mess. So, it's not much fun for the players.
Captain Billy is flying the flag for Chatsworth.
It's just a relief that we're back playing cricket again. It's great for the morale of the squad, it's great for Chatsworth. All round, it's just good.
The cricket team is very important to Chatsworth, and when you see them playing in the evening sometimes, sunny, lovely sunny evening in the summer, it's a lovely sight.
It's about as traditional as you get.
Tails. Heads. We'll bat first.
Okay.
Billy's decided to open the season with a local derby.
It's the Peak Park we're playing this in, so a bit of a grudge match. It's always a bit of friendly rivalry. So I think it was 2-2 last year when we had our games. So this is Lords eat your heart out. Not a bad setting though, is it?
Forester John opens the batting for Chatsworth.
It's a very good start at the moment. It's great. It's great atmosphere in the team and entertaining for the rest of us.
Ticking along nicely. It's just feeling a bit rusty still. It's all this running, mate. It's killing me.
With John out, it's up to Billy to play a captain's innings.
Not too bad. They've got some good bowlers.
We've got a very enthusiastic captain, Billy Khan, who's brilliant.
Run!
He's really brought the standard up and they do all enjoy it.
2, Billy.
It brings people together from different departments. I mean, we've got David Howlett from the farms.
Two there!
John Everett from forestry, and they don't normally see each other.
Do you want to sit down, Billy?
I need to sit down.
You need to sit down. Someone get him oxygen.
How are your knees, Billy?
I'm dying. I'm dying.
But Chatsworth still managed to bowl the opposition over, beating them by 62 runs.
Well done, lads. Good victory. Everyone's smiling on this side of the fence. Good win.
No, it's just nice to have a game at home, isn't it? It's, yeah, it's been a long time coming, really.
Next time at Chatsworth. As summer turns to autumn,
They kind of look like a necklace for a cow, really.
the estate's herd goes high-tech.
Have a double check before you put your life into the hands of the rope. It does help.
And maintenance goes over the top. Detective work in the garden reveals unexpected family history for the Duke.
Wow. The link with the past, and particularly to my great-grandmother, I think that's really thrilling.
And it's time to pitch in to develop new money spinners.
We can sell the dream to people.